5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's great. That's great. Thanks to our members of our panel today and to your families as well for your willingness to continue to serve this country. Mr. Velez-Green, do you agree that Congress has a significant role to play in developing American security policy?
Yes, Senator.
If that's true, I've been disappointed with the quality of engagement this committee has had from the Office of the Undersecretary of Policy. And as my colleagues noted on Tuesday and also today, that wasn't the case with the first Trump administration. I strongly support peace through strength, and I know that you and I all share many of those same goals, including significantly increasing munitions production capacity. Mr. Velez-Green, do you agree that meaningfully engaging with Congress is necessary for the department to ultimately receive the authorities and the funding that are needed to implement peace through strength?
Yeah, yes, Senator. And if I may, I would just offer my own deep respect for the Article I branch, and this committee in particular, the expertise of its members included. This was something I believe that the chairman referenced as well. I'm very cognizant of the distinction between notifications and consultations.
Okay, thank you. If we do have areas of disagreement, for example, how best to support our allies, our partners, would you agree that a healthy discussion with members of this committee would still be valuable?
Yes, Senator.
And if you agree with all this, what steps would you take as the deputy to improve the quality of engagements between policy and this committee?
Senator, thank you. I do recognize.
Speak a little.
I'm sorry for that. Not typically a problem I have. I do quite recognize the frustrations voiced today as well as earlier this week. If confirmed, you have my commitment to lean as far forward in engaging proactively with Congress, including on matters of consultation and not just notification, while of course doing my part to protect the Secretary's and the President's decision space. That is something that I recognize to be valuable for all the reasons that you described, Senator, as well as personally having been on the receiving end of having difficulty getting information when I was staffing a member on this committee.
Thank
so you do
you.
have my commitment to this effect.
We've seen years and years of underinvestment and I think short-sighted decision-making in the United States. And the country is now faced with the reality that we must modernize all aspects of our nuclear deterrent forces simultaneously. Mr. Velez-Green, if confirmed, will you commit to working within the department and with this committee to fully modernize our nuclear forces, and that includes NC3 systems and infrastructure?
Senator, if confirmed, I will be a fierce advocate for that.
Thank you. As Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, you would become a member of the Nuclear Weapons Council, and in your role as the Deputy Undersecretary, you may be involved in working with the Council to execute their oversight responsibilities. What issues do you think are the most important for the Council to address?
Senator, I have not been involved with NWC meetings to this point, and it is something that, if confirmed, I would look forward to engaging on. With respect to the specifics that I would encourage them to focus on, it really would be through the frame that you referenced. I do believe our nation's nuclear deterrent is the bedrock of our defense. I recognize we face very unique challenges sustaining the existing infrastructure while modernizing, developing, and fielding these new platforms, in addition to thinking about some of the more theater-specific options that you have led on. If confirmed, that is the framework within which I would approach this, and what I would be looking for are the pain points where additional leadership attention or resourcing would be required to break through, and I would be committed, if confirmed, to working closely with you and this committee to that end.
I appreciate that answer. Thank you very much. Mr. Payne, thank you for meeting with me. I appreciated our conversations. I was encouraged to hear in your opening remarks that your top priority will be to focus CAPE on independent analysis. Why do you think that's so important?
Senator, I thank you very much as well for the opportunity to meet with you, and I appreciated our conversation. I think it's extremely important, and I agree with you, that independent analysis is absolutely crucial. I think first and foremost, as Mr. Chairman mentioned earlier, so that it's not impacted by biases or other outside influences. And I absolutely think that red teaming and an iron sharpens iron perspective, both internal to CAPE and external to CAPE, are very important. And I would look forward to working with you and the committee to ensure that CAPE operates in that manner.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr.